Hey, this is Russell. Welcome back to day number 5 of the One Funnel Away Challenge. Congratulations, you guys made it to the end of the very first week, almost. We got one more day. Rachel's back in the office today to share with you guys some more traffic stuff, and I'm so excited. Did you guys enjoy yesterday with her? It was amazing, right? And I wanted to stress one thing because obviously in this challenge, we were working on building a funnel, right? And the end of it, we're going to launch this funnel, and hopefully you get traffic coming to your funnel, and a lot of you guys are going to make sales during that period of time. And so the big key to understanding, if you don't do the foundational stuff that Rachel's teaching us right now, when we're at the end of the challenge, you're going to be like, well, how do I get traffic? I'm like, yeah, you should have started that 3 weeks ago. Okay, so that's why it's so important. That's why we put this during week number 1. So make sure you get the thing set up. Make sure the content strategy should be walking you guys today. Start doing it and being consistent with it, okay? It needs to be weaved into your daily routine. That way, in the end of the challenge, when your funnel's finished, there's going to be a pool of people who are excited, who know who you are, who are going to be ready to buy from you, okay? And so that's why it is so important to make sure you are doing all these steps as we do it. Don't like look at this, okay, cool, I'll come back and I'll do this next week, or I'll do it at the end of the challenge. If you do that, you're not going to have the people ready for your product. Okay. Half of marketing is like building up anticipation and building up an audience, getting them ready so that when your product's ready, they can go and buy it. Right. Apple didn't just like one day come out with the iPhone. Right? Steve Jobs had built this culture, built all these people, built excitement behind it. And then we pulled it out. Boom, here's the iPhone. People went crazy for it. And that's kind of what we're trying to replicate as well, is building up pressure, momentum, and people so they'll be there ready for you when your product is done. Okay? Now, the one last thing before I jump off stage and give it back over to Rachel is tomorrow I'm going to send you guys out a one-pager that has all the replays from all of the strategy videos from this week. So if you missed one, or if you want to go back and review them, you'll be getting a one-pager from me tomorrow with those videos, which is kind of cool. So you can review them and make sure you get all your stuff done. Okay? If you haven't finished the homework assignments, make sure you get all the pieces done, because on Monday, we're going to start selling your flagship framework, okay? We're going to start putting together sales videos and things like that, and then the actual funnel is going to be being built and all that fun stuff. And so I just want to make sure you guys have been doing your homework, you're caught up, and that way we can dive right into it. Now, if your product's not completely finished, if you haven't finished recording your frameworks, that's okay, but just get as much of it done as possible. That way you've got something to start plugging into the funnel. Does that sound good? Okay, so with that said, you guys, I need to get your energy up, get excited, because we've got Rachel in the house. I want to make sure you guys give her your full attention. Let her know in the comments how grateful you are for her being here. With that said, let's put our hands together for Rachel Miller. The stage is yours.
And you're back. Guys, you're back right now for One Funnel Away. This means that you're crafting your offer, you're crafting the framework that you're going to deliver your offer to your students and your customers. You're created your page. Now we're going to begin creating the content. What does this mean? This means we're creating the stuff that your audience is going to engage with, and then you're going to deliver that funnel to them. You're going to offer the funnel to them and see their lives begin to be changed. And what I really love is some of you are still with us now. I know from teaching programs in the past that it's day 5 to day 10 is when we see where the losers and the winners show up. The winners are the ones who stick with the class the entire way through. And you're here, you're sticking with us. And I'm super, super excited and grateful to be with you in One Funnel Away. Okay, to begin, I want you to remember we're building that audience, right? The audience that we're going to collect with all that content we're going to create. Today, we're going to craft that content. So you have your framework, you have your offer. Those are the steps that we're going to transform, we're going to package, we're going to deliver to Facebook, to Instagram, to your profile, to collect that audience. And once we have that audience, to bring them that transformation, give them that offer, make an impact in their lives as you sell your product to them. Okay, to begin, guys, I want you to think about this phrase right here. I got what? Even if after step 1, step 2, step 3, without, this is what your audience wants to say after they've been through your program. Remember, guys, your content is not about you. Your content has really nothing to do with you, nothing to do with the benefits of your program. Because how many of us care? Like, thinking about this t-shirt, how many of us care that it's a 15% polyester blend with, cotton from such and such place? We don't care about the details. What we care about is how it makes us feel, how it makes us look. Is it something that makes our lives good? That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be creating that. So you want to focus on the perspective of your dream customer. What do they say? I got what? Even if I've struggled with this, after your program, you're going to tell those 3 steps that they took without that downside. Now, that's all part of that journey from their pain. They're going to walk through to their success, the results that they're getting through your program. What I want you to do is visualize for your audience how they're getting there. So you've done that with the framework, right? You've made your steps on that journey. Here's the cool thing though. We're gonna make a couple of layers. We're gonna have here the results and here the steps. What steps do you have your audience go through in your framework? I want you to think of those steps and create a piece of content for each of those steps along that journey. That journey from pain to, okay, I'm not in pain yet, not in pain anymore. And then the journey from, okay, I'm not in pain anymore, but I'm still not actually having great success. So you want to craft pieces of content all along that journey of their steps. But it's not enough to just show the steps, right? You also need to help them visualize the journey, visualize that transformation, visualize who they're going to become. Because you know that if they can picture who they're going to be, the battle is half won because they've already known, they've already been able to see the path to get that success. So you need to also celebrate and picture the little results along the way, from pain to the middle ground where, okay, I'm no longer in pain. And then the little results along the way to where they're getting that massive success. You don't want to just focus on the pain or just focus on the win with your content. Visualize how. Now, how do we do that? Russell's talked about that. How they learn and earn, the strategies, the mind hacks, right? The tactics. You want to have case studies. You've heard that all before, right? What I want you to know is when you're creating this as their guide. But also as their voice. I'm thinking of one of the people in my audience, in my community. Her name is Sarah, and she has a program that helps people who are hoarders. Now, talk about someone who's in that negative state of mind, and they're struggling, seriously struggling, mentally struggling, physically struggling. They feel like their world is caving in on them because it literally is caving in on them. She helps them go from here to where their house, they can walk through their house. And then they can walk to their house to, they aren't embarrassed when someone comes over. They're having fun with friends coming over to their homes. She walks them through that journey. Now, if she helps this person who's in pain and says, oh my word, you're a hoarder and that's disgusting, guess what's going to happen? That person is going to stay in that negative mindset, right? But if she also talks about, here's how you can have a completely organized kitchen and everything's spotless and there's nothing chaotic in your life, well, this person's going to feel hopeless. So what does she need to do? She shows them how they can clean out the mugs in their house. Just the mugs. She does that through a couple of different things. She could do that through photos. A photo of the mug cabinet. Here's 52 mugs. I knew somebody was going to come over, and one day I'll have 52 people over. So she's going to make fun of, she's going to laugh at, she's going to celebrate the fact that they have 52 mugs. And everybody knows you don't need 52 mugs. Guys, I got 6 kids, and I don't need 52 mugs in my house. And I got a whole house full of people. Okay, so she celebrates the fact that they have 52 mugs. She makes a meme about that. That's helping them. And then she has a video that she follows up with on a step. How do we actually get rid of, say, 5 of our mugs? We'll just get rid of 10% today. We'll get rid of 10%. And then she has another step where she's going to have them go through their junk drawer and just get the trash out of their junk drawer. And then she'll have a picture of a before and after, those steps of the junk drawer. Guys, as she's doing this, she's baby stepping a hoarder from the world is caving in on them. Their home is literally caving in on them to, okay, they can breathe, they can now wash their dishes, and they can now move around their house freely. And then from there, to actually having people over. It is beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, it's going to make me cry thinking about it because I know each and every one of you knows someone who struggles with their life caving in on them. And you know the transformation that will happen when you can declutter a home. The thing is, each and every one of you are going to make that same difference in your customers' lives if you make your funnel, if you show up for every single day of this class. Okay, so be their voice, be their guide. And when I'm saying be their guide, it's not just telling them what to fix. Because if Sarah just said, get rid of 5% of your mugs, lady, seriously, do you need 52 mugs? Do you think they would listen to her? They wouldn't. She also is their voice. I have 52 mugs because each of them tells a story. She's going to say that even though she's going to make them get rid of some of those stories and journey forward. Are you guys all with me? Can you guys give me I love feedback. I thrive on feedback, y'all. So can you please give me some high fives, give me the thumbs ups in the chats, y'all. Thank you. You guys make my day. Thank you. Okay, visualize how they get there. So you're creating all of this content. Now what comes up next? You've created this content in that journey. Now, we're gonna fill our funnel with that content. So here we go. I'm gonna make all those little social posts. We're gonna make photos. We're gonna make videos. We're gonna take all those parts of the journey and we're gonna stick them into our funnel because that's how we're collecting our audience. Do you remember, I think you guys have read Traffic Seekers, the book Traffic Seekers of Secrets. I love the book. And in Traffic Secrets, he talks about how you have to have lots and lots of hooks. It's not the man with the most ad spend that wins. It's the man who has the most hooks in the pond. So the fish are guaranteed to be caught, right? You're creating these hooks with that content. Now that content, it's not about you. It's helping them, your reader, look good, feel good, and have a good life. You're not there to berate your customers. You're not there to tell them all of their problems and tell them how you have a solution. You're there to make their lives feel better. It's not about you, it's about them. I want to tell you, before I move much on, I want to tell you a little teeny story to hopefully bring this true to you, to all of you that are listening. How many of you have had 2-year-old kids who refuse to wear their shoes? No matter what you do, they refuse to wear your shoes. If you don't have children yet, please just imagine with me, some children refuse to wear their clothing and refuse to wear shoes. It's like they're born to live in a nudist colony. One of my 6 kids, it was an act of Congress to get shoes on the kids' feet. Okay, so I'm at the grocery store in the middle of winter, and guess what? He doesn't have shoes on his feet. And I have triplets, so I stand out in the grocery store like a sore thumb. Everybody sees me when I walk through. So I'm there with my triplets in the buggy, and one of the kids doesn't have shoes. And a grandma sees this because there's a problem. And honestly, it's 30 degrees out. My kids should have shoes on, right? So one grandma comes up to me, and she says, where's his shoes? Don't you know it's 30 degrees out and it's rainy? Your kid should be wearing shoes. What do you think my response is if someone comes to me with just my problem and just my pain? What's my response? My response is to kind of excuse me, lady, who the blank are you? And please let me just get my cereal off the shelf. So I push her away. Another grandma comes up to me and goes, your kids are so cute. Oh, you're an adopted family. Oh, how awesome. How old are they? Oh, by the way, lady, he doesn't have shoes. Which one do you think I listened to? Which one made me dig out the shoes from inside my bag and put them back on my kid's feet, knowing full well in 5 minutes later, he's going to have them off again. I'm going to have to dig them up and put them back in the bag. But anyways, which one did I actually make a difference in my life with? The one who was sweet, the one who was being my voice, being my guide, making me look, making me feel good, and ultimately even making my life better. And eventually my kids did learn to wear shoes. Okay, you're going to help them make them look, feel good. So how do we do that? We do that with hooking them with engaging content. So our goal here is to get them to engage. After they engage, our goal is to have them land. So this is where we get them to our goal here is to just engage, stop and look at me. Land is they want to take an action on our page. So that's where they're going to comment, they're going to like, they're going to share. We then also want to own that traffic. How do we own the traffic? That's when it's an email list. Our whole point of growing this funnel is not to just have a viral video. And guys, I've helped people have viral videos. Like we're talking 10, 15, 26 million people without any ads. That's great for your ego, but it doesn't really mean much if you don't actually end up owning that traffic. So we want you to get them onto your email list. What kind of content do you talk about here? In engagement, I want you to talk about self-identity. Oh, my marker. Sorry, guys, I had the lid off for too long, so it's taking a second to get it up. I want you to have your audience self-identify. Basically, talk about their favorite topic. That lady at the grocery store, the one I listened to, why did I listen to her? She asked me questions about me. She asked me questions about the things I cared about the most, my kids. She talked about me, which made me more receptive to listen to her message for me, right? To her guidance for me to help my life be better. She helped me self-identify. Talk to your audience about them. Listen more than you talk. And it's hard to do when you're a publisher and you're creating this content on your page. You still need to listen more than you talk. How do you do that? Ask them to self-identify. I'm going to tell you some examples of that in a second. Next, we've got landed. Excuse me. Landed, you want them to connect to a story. Now, you've already begun crafting your story. You're crafting the story that you have. Now, someone's not ready to hear your story until they've raised their hand and said, yes, I'm your perfect person. So I'm going to tell you guys another story. I speak at a lot of events, and I spoke at an event, and as soon as I get off the stage, I am bombarded by this guy who's like, oh my word, you're in Fort Worth. I'm in Fort Worth. I have refrigerators, and I'm going to sell you my refrigerator. And my refrigerators are the best, and you really should buy my refrigerator. I'm like, dude, I just got off the stage, and I don't, like, I need to leave this conversation really fast. Like, how can I, thank you, Rob. And his name actually was Rob. I need to give him a different name so I don't actually call him out. But anyways, Rob was trying to sell me a fridge right in that moment. He was telling me all about his fridge. And guys, if Rob had stopped for a second and said, how many kids do you have? Oh, you have a lot? Oh, is your refrigerator working well? Oh, actually, your water filter's broken? Oh, well, guess what? How about I set up a time when we can just drop a fridge off and you can just promote it next week? That would have been a totally different conversation instead of him coming at me strong. Does that make sense, guys? So I want you to tell your story after you've heard your audience talk about themselves first. Ask them, self-identify, then do the story, and then we're going to move on to your offer. So do not jump straight to offer. When you're building your content, when you're building your audience, do not jump straight to offer. So how do you do this then? How do you create content that engages, lands, that gets you to own the traffic without being that Rob the refrigerator man? Here's the steps for you. Got to make your map. First step, make your map. And once you have your map, you're going to pick a line from the map. Your map is get your audience to self-identify. What do they call themselves? I call myself a mom of many. I also call myself a marketer. I also call myself quirky because, guys, I'm weird. I also call myself a hiker. What does your audience call themselves? And call themselves in relationship to your niche. Guys, if you're going to target somebody who's a hiker and a mom of 6 kids and a marketer, guess what? Your pool's pretty small. So I want you to think of the one thing that best describes what your audience calls themselves. Once you have that, then we need to come up with our stories. The stories of the journey. The stories that you went through as you went through that journey, but also imagine the stories that people like your perfect person go through. Okay, so I can't relate as a marketer to people who don't have children very well, but I can still try to picture their fears, their frustrations as they're going through that journey. After we've got that, what makes them look good? For me, how do I make someone look good as they're a marketer? Well, I ask them, tell me what you're selling. You know what every marketer wants to do is tell someone what they're selling. Tell me what your lead magnet is. And they all respond, hundreds of them. Here's my lead magnet. Here's my lead magnet. I'm letting my audience look good. What makes your audience look good? So for Sarah, I told you about decluttering, and for hoarding. That's one of those niches that's really the hardest to make people look good. What does she have her audience do? Asks them to tell a story about one of the mugs that they've collected, because every single possession that they have, they hold on to because it has meaning to them. So she asks them to talk about those meanings for them, and then helps them unpack them, and ultimately give them away and just keep the meaning and not the mug. Okay, so help them look good. What things make them look good? So you're going to collect your stories. You're going to collect the things that make them look good. What do they call themselves that makes them look good? You're going to collect the things that they love. The things that they love. Does your audience love being snarky? Does your audience admire independence? Does your audience say, oh my word, I am a this? Does your audience want to be someone who is generous? Sarah realized with her audience that they really loved donating to Goodwill and being public, donating their excess. So they wanted to be known as being someone who is generous. So she was able to help them have a transformation because she talked about those things. Talked about how valuable it was to have assets, the hoard, that they could then give away, right? Next up, problems and solutions. Now, I want you guys to notice something. Problems and solutions is really just 1/5 of the different types of content that you're collecting. Why is it 1/5? Inside Traffic Secrets, Russell talks about this. The rule of 5. The rule of 5. He said he got it from David Ray, I think it was, who basically said that you have to have 5 contacts with someone before they move through the journey with you. They have to engage with you 5 times. So you're going to create content like this, and 1 out of every 5 pieces of content is that offer. It's talking about the problem and solution and how you've got the solution to their problems. So this is the content that you're going to use. Oh, where did it go? Remember all this journey here, all those pieces of content? We've just mapped what the content is. So that's stage 1. Map the content. You've got it mapped. Now what I want you to do is craft a post. We're going to craft a post next. Whoop, there we go. Now there's a lot of different types of posts that you can make. We've got photos. We've got videos. We've got conversation starters. Now those are the main 3 different types of posts. Photos, videos, conversation starters. Now, in each of these types of content, there's a lot of different options that you have. You could create a square photo. You could create a 3D photo. You could create a 360, like a tour, a pano. You could create a 360. You could create a tall one for stories. You could create it as a screenshot. Now, I'll cover that next. Sorry, guys. I'm jumping ahead on myself, guys. Forgive me. So you got square photos, 3D photos, 360s, tall, screenshots. You just need to pick one. So go back to your map, pick one item from your map, make one photo, post it to your page. That's it. One idea from your map, one photo idea, post it to your page. And then tomorrow, we're going to go to videos. And you've already begun creating your offer on video. It's so exciting seeing you make it. Well, now you get to make that in multiple ways. You can make it into a GIF, make a quick GIF. You can make a 15-second reel style. You could make a 30 to 90-second tip. You can make a 3-minute plus, and that goes into a playlist. You could make a Facebook Live. Okay? You could even, if that's hard for you, you can even maybe host a room with your page. You've already got an audience. All of these are videos. So what do you need to do? Go back to that map that we made, guys. Go back to that map. Go back to the map, pick a line, create one video. And you could even batch your work, guys, and make a bunch of videos at one time and save them on your phone. It's so fun. Okay, now what do we have next? We also have conversation starters. So this is a question, just a simple question to your audience. I love sifting questions. They're my favorite ones. Something like, you know you're a blank when, and ask your audience to fill in the blank. They love to tell you, you know you're a mom when, oh, when you step on the Legos, when you have all the things that happen. Raise your hand if you are a marketer. Whenever you ask those questions, people love to talk about themselves and they come flying to you. You could also do an advice question. One of the things I've realized is that everyone wants to be the hero. And too often I see marketers and people who are building funnels, they want to be the hero and they forget that their audience, the people that you're helping, want to feel like they're the hero too. So when you say, oh my word, I had a reader or I had somebody else who had this problem, what advice would you give them? When you get your audience to give you their feedback and their advice, they're so much more open and receptive to listen to you give your feedback and your advice. So now they're like preconditioned to open your next post that says, here's my offer about how you can go to all of these levels because we collected the best of the best ideas for you. And I added some extra gems and we're going to see you have this result too. Every one of those people who is giving advice, it's because they're going through that journey. So ask them to give advice. Ask them to do a roll call. Ask them to do a link, or you put up a link to your stuff. You could do a status update. Okay, and also blog posts. How many of you have seen those Facebook posts that go on and on and on and on and on? They take forever to write, but they have good engagement as well. So these are all different types of posts. Now, in these different types of posts, I want you to craft content. How do we craft content? You go back to that map that you made. The map that you made where you said, I am a what? Here's my stories. Here's the things that make my reader look good. Here's the things that my reader loves. Here's the problems that they're facing. Here's the things that they hate. You're going to make this map. So pinky swear with me, guys. Pinky swear with me that each and every one of you are going to spend just 10 minutes, 15 minutes tonight and make a little bit of this map because this is going to be the content that you're going to create. So you're going to pick a line from your map. You're going to create a photo, a video, and a conversation starter. And what I want you to do with that is post 1 to 2 times a day. I want you to post it to your page 1 to 2 times a day. Consistency. You have to show up every single day for your people. If you batch it ahead of time, you can literally create 100 pieces of content and just post those same ones because no one's going to remember what happened 100 days ago. They won't, I promise. You want to post every single day consistently, but you're going to rotate it. One day you're going to post a photo. The next day you're going to post a video. The next day you post a conversation starter. And then the day after that, you're going to post a photo. Then you're going to post a video. Then you're going to post a conversation starter. Why? Facebook is an algorithm. And what Facebook loves is when people engage with the platform. Facebook really, really wants people who engage. And it rewards you as the business owner, as the funnel owner. When you bring engagement, your ads are going to go down. Facebook is even going to show it to more people without you ever putting a penny in ads on that content. So how do they do that? What kind of engagements do we want? We want to have views. That's when someone comes to sees your content and they just stop. They just stop. Facebook can tell with a scroll, like someone's scrolling and they see something interesting. Russell calls this a pattern interrupt. You put a pattern interrupt in front of them and then they stop their feed, right? They stop and they look and they're like, what's going on? You capture their attention. That's a view. Then they also want someone to save the content. This is something that a lot of other people don't realize is valuable to Facebook. Facebook encourages and wants people who save content, and they reward you with more views when people save content. They also want the likes, the hearts, the thumbs up. They want people who see the content and give it a micro reaction. Facebook even rewards us as pages and as business owners when someone gives any of our content a thumbs up or a heart or a smiley face, even with the angry face. Facebook allows us to invite them to like our page and to follow our page. This allows our reach and our audience to grow without you having to spend a single penny in ads. Okay, so you're gonna have video views. You want them to stop scroll. You want them to save content. You want them to like content. You also want them to share the content, and you want them to leave a comment. But you also, most comment is the best one that has a tag and is a 3-liner. These are all the different types of engagement that we get on Facebook. Now, why did I tell you earlier that you need to make a photo, a video, and a conversation starter? Because, guys, videos tend to get people to stop the scroll. People see the movement and they naturally stop moving. Videos also tend to get more saves than any other type of content. So you want your audience to save content. You want them to stop the scroll. So you want to have video content on your feed. And guys, the more that they sit and watch your video, the more Facebook has ads that are running in the background of the Facebook feed, which means Facebook is incentivized to show the videos that are getting those views, that are staying on Facebook, to more people, because Facebook is earning revenue from that. Even if you don't have an ad running on it, Facebook is still earning from you putting a video out in the feed that gets engagement. So Facebook is incentivized to put content out there if it gets that scroll stop. So you get to earn that scroll stop with video content. Next up, you want to create content that is a photo, because photos get people to like it. Memes. How many of you guys have seen memes? Everybody loves memes. Memes get people to love content. How many of you guys have seen shares, like where you've had the image being shared 100 times? That happens with photos. So quotes, memes, even behind the scenes, those all get a lot of likes and get a lot of shares. Facebook wants those in their feed, so you give Facebook what Facebook wants by crafting photo content. Conversation starters are really Facebook's favorite right now, and you get conversation starters by asking a simple question and by asking for advice. When you ask for advice, you're guaranteed to have someone tagged and leave a 3-liner. They cannot help themselves. When you ask them a quick question, you get a fast response from your audience. Here's the kicker. You're gonna see that a conversation starter typically will have less overall reach than your other posts. So I've had people say to me, Rachel, my conversation starter only reached 2,000 people, where my other post reached 10,000 people. I need to do more videos. And you do need to do videos, but conversations are amazing because that person who left a comment, Facebook is pretty much guaranteed to show them your next piece of content. So next time you're going to give them an offer, you're going to say, hey, join my email list. They're going to see that, and they're going to see it without you having to put any ads in front of them. Okay, so you want to create all of these types of content. What do you need to do? Go back to the map. Draw your map. Spend that 10 minutes tonight. Please spend 10, 15 minutes tonight. And when you've drawn your map, give a screenshot of it, shout it out below. Let us know that you've done the work, because doing the work is half the battle, you guys. Do the work. Create the content. Create your map. Then craft your post. Here's the list. Here's the list. Pick one of these for each line and go make it. Go make it. It could just take 2 seconds for you to take a fast screenshot of a win that you've had, a behind the scenes photo, a selfie, all of these things, guys, do not overthink them. You can create them quickly. They do not have to be perfect. They can be authentic. You don't have to have a beautiful background. You can do this like me, guys. I did one of my first Facebook Lives in my bathrobe. One day I'll tell you guys that story. It doesn't have to be perfect if the content has value for your audience. And if your content is about your audience more than it's about you, if your content helps them feel like they're loved and listened to. Okay, guys, so you have your marching orders. You're going to go create your map. You're going to now go create your content. You're going to make photos, videos, conversation starters, and you're going to begin collecting that funnel of people who are engaging with you. Because as they engage with you, you're going to bring them farther into a relationship with you where now they're listening to your story. They're listening to your story. They've connected to your story and they're ready to hear your offer. They might even reach out to you before this challenge is over, before this class is over, and ask you for your product. So you've never had to even sell to them, and they're begging you for your funnel. We've seen that happen. And I can't wait to see some of you bring your audience from strangers to buyers to fans who are telling the world about you. Okay, when you've done your homework, let me know, because I'm super excited for you. This weekend is your time to put the elbow grease in and do the work, because I know it's going to bring you results as you go through this challenge with me and with Russell. And I'm excited for you guys. See you guys soon.
Thank you, Rachel. I am so excited too. Thanks so much for over-delivering again for everybody today on the challenge. All right, I hope you guys are excited for your one-pager today. So I'm gonna have them drop a link down below. So this is the link to your one-pager for today. Rachel put this together for you. So same thing, you guys know the drill, you've done this before. Step number one, go and watch the tactical video. Watch her actually doing what she's teaching us how to do, and then go through the rest of the assignment. And make sure you get it done, and then get that part of your process, okay? These are all the things you're gonna be doing to start building up traffic so that when the funnels are done, we'll have people there ready to come, to click, to buy, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So, all right, you guys, you made it to the end of the first week. Well, almost. You still got to go through, get your one-pager, do the assignments. But other than that, this weekend, like I said, tomorrow morning, I will send out an email. And in that email, I'm going to give you guys a one-pager. And that one-pager is going to have all the strategy videos this week, okay? Our team's got to finish rendering them out, give it back to us. We'll plug in that one-pager, and that way you can go. And if you missed one of the episodes or something, you can go back, you can watch them all, and make sure you get all your assignments done and caught up, okay? Let's give you a couple days just to catch up from all the chaos. And then we'll be back here on Monday, same time, same place. And we're going to be picking up on day number 8, right? Because you got 6 and 7 off to go get everything caught up and done. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this week. I've been having so much fun with you guys. I'm super grateful for Rachel for all her time she's put into this. You guys will see her back towards the end of the challenge as we take the funnel that's finished and we start using all the traffic you guys are building up, start driving traffic into the funnel, which is super cool. So with that said, you guys, thanks so much. Download the one-pager. Look for an email tomorrow from me with the one-pager with all of the strategy videos. Get some work done this weekend. Have some fun. Create something amazing. Record some videos. Stretch outside your comfort zone. Do something uncomfortable. Remember, this is not something that needs to be perfect. This is your version of your potato gun DVD, right? Okay? Don't make it perfect. Just do it. Just get all the pieces in place. It's going to teach you all the steps in the process. That's my goal for this challenge, is to teach you guys all the steps in the process so you can use these tools, use these strategies, ideas, all the stuff I'm giving you guys, and be able to use in any business, your own, for other people's. You can do this as a consultant. You can do this as a freelancer. You can do it for yourself. Like, you can do it as a partner going into businesses. Like, this process, these tools, everything you're learning is worth a ton of money if you just start learning them and implementing them and just practicing them. So that is the game plan. Thanks you guys so much. Get the one-pager, and we'll see you guys back here on Monday. Bye, everybody.